the impact what I've gone through losing Sabina, it's been horrendous. It's affected my family. I've lost 3 members of my family after Sabina, and this was the outcome of the bullet travelling. It didn't only go through Sabina, it travels through the whole family, and it doesn't stop.
A punishment for carrying a gun or a knife. Prison. But then prison isn't that hard. Prison, a couple of years or a couple of months in prison, what's that going to do to a person? That's going to make them more mad if they're going in for something like that.
At that time, it wasn't a big thing. There was a lady police officer and another policeman, right, 4 of them through. And I was standing there. I said, yes, what do you want to talk to me about? They said, are you alone at home? I said, no, my husband's upstairs, my son's upstairs. And he said, do you want to sit down? I said, no, it's okay. They said, well, we've got some bad news for you. I said, what? They said, do you want to sit down? I said, no, Sabina's dead. And I said, what? What do you mean Sabina's dead? She was at the police station last night. They said, well, she was involved in gun shooting last night. She's dead.
I think knife crime, drugs, gun crime, people having an ability to get themselves out of their environment. That's all it is. Give someone an opportunity, give someone a chance. So someone that's mum's on income support and haven't got a father in their environment, so they haven't got a male figure to look up to, instead of watching Channel U or watching a music video and thinking, I want to have 28-inch rims and I want to have a Range Rover, I need to be thinking, well, how am I going to educate myself? How am I going to get a family? How am I going to be positive? And rather than all this negative stuff, because black people aren't just negative, the same as white people aren't just positive. It's not a colour thing, it's about an environment.
Well, I just wanted to go to see Sabina. Just wanted to be there, because I knew that if I get there, she's going to wake up. She'll wake up. There's nothing that can take Sabina away. She was too strong.
You see in the news like how much guns they get. They'll show you a big pile of mashes. Big pile of mashes. Like, so where the next pile is coming from? Understand? Where's the next pile coming from? Like, there's no gun factories. I don't understand.
The little white guy in the corner,
you get me? The big fish in the corner that's staying low and no one won't screw him because he's that kind of dweeb. You get me? And that's how it happens. We shot it to someone like that's got defense mechanism, peer pressure. They'll buy that mash instant. It's nothing. And then that's how the mashes come back on the road.
There's nothing really anyone can really do about it, because you might say, yeah, I'm going to put my knife away, yeah, put my gun down, whatever, but then the next person ain't going to say the same thing, innit? Then the next day they catch you, and that's it.
Yeah, thing like, even though making a change, it could be a good thing, but then, like, it's some people in gangs, they'll take the advantage that you're trying to make a change, and then they'll try to have high status saying that they're now big now, they are still a gangster, blah blah blah. Yeah, so I think that it might be a bit hard to make a change if you're part of a gang or something. It will be hard.
I'm saying our ends, like, it's already been done. Like, it's a change. It was a big change. Like, you know what I'm saying? But all the other ends, like, they need to fix up, man.
Yeah,
and make a change for their own lives, man. Everyone has a life. Like, it's about money. You ain't going nowhere. Man. That's what I have to say.
My husband was a very strong man, very, very strong man. When we went there, that was the first time Sabina didn't talk back. She didn't get up. Tried to get her up, she didn't get up. My husband kissed her forehead. And he said, darling, you won't be alone there for too long. I'm going to join you soon. And he fell. He fell. He had never fallen in his life. And from that fall, he never got up.
Guns in a toy. Knife in a toy. You know, don't ask questions later, ask before if you can do it.
It bombarded our family. Destroyed the heart, you know. my heart was ripped from the bottom of my stomach, and it's still not there. It's still bleeding. You know, it's 5 years now. 5 years since I've lost Sabina. You know, one would think that, you know, they say as time goes by, you know, the wound heals. It doesn't. Not this one. Not when you lose your child. It never ever heals. In fact, it gets worse every year. Every year it gets worse. The heart bleeds. You learn to cope.
You know, just like regular people, innit, they need to know where young people are coming from as well. Like, as to why some of them have to do that. Because some areas are just like, you come at your house, innit, and it's not a safe environment, innit. But you have to go to school sometimes. You even got to go shop or something, innit. And that's why some young people carry knives and stuff, innit. But it's just for like protection. But most people don't realise that. They just think, oh, he's carrying a knife because he's in a gang and he's going to kill somebody or something like that, innit. But it's not always like that.
You have to more discipline, more parents. If you don't have parents, you know, if you got someone, it's just that bit of discipline would just, when you're young, when you're at school, would just do it for me. That's what I honestly think. Just getting the kids, just round up all the ghetto kids, and then just show them what their life's gonna be if they stay on the streets. You know, you don't have to fight to get out of the ghetto, because there is no ghetto in London, in England. That's what we're making it into.
Don't fall victim to peer pressure. I'm saying do you, be your own man. I'm saying your own man or your own girl, whatever you want to do it. I'm saying, and do the best out of it. I'm saying don't be following your brethren and that, because they're doing something, you must do it. Don't work at that. I'm saying make money. I'm saying do good.
Everyone can put something in. Like I say, yeah, everyone throw in 10%. That's my phrase. Like everyone throw in 10%. Now my 10% is the t-shirts, the speeches. Like it's my contribution that I've been given is been a sustained 10%, which has accumulated to this big movement, which well, some people said I've started to create. Now that may not be the same for, say, for instance, old lady living in an estate. Her 10% might be she might walk past the young people and smile at them.
Tap into their energies, what they really want to do. Ask them what they want to do. Don't tell them what they should do. Like what's best for them. Like ask them what they want to do. Some of them might want to be footballers, boxers, actors, dancers, but they will never admit to being a dancer because of the peer pressure. You get me? Like bad boys don't dance as far as they're concerned because they grew out of that childhood thing. When I was a little boy, I wanted to drive the JCBs, the big yellow like forklift trucks and JCBs in that. Like as soon as I reached a certain age, that got thrown out the window. That was missing. Like I will remember that the other day when I saw a JCB when he was driving. You know what I mean? What happened to that? That's what I wanted to do. That's a good paid job. Like I could have been doing that. But instead I hit the streets, went to jail, got a record, big guns on my thing, all because of peer pressure. You know what I mean? And I was suffering from peer pressure, I can admit that. You get me? But peer pressure can also go like from 12 years old, from 8 years old till you're 30. Like, and you'll never admit to the peer pressure. You keep on living your life thinking you're doing the right thing, but it's peer pressure. Because you don't really want to do what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? No one was born bad. Everyone's bad because of what they're exposed to and what they're afraid of. So if you tapped into who you really are, the peer pressure gone, you could like succeed in what you really want to do.